I always had a feeling that, someone in the family really needed to go in and serve for the country. So I wanted to be the one to do that. I had the opportunity of spending 3 tours in Vietnam. I was a sophomore in high school and President Kennedy got shot. And I always remembered him saying, "Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country." So at that point, I knew I would be in the military. I was a light weapons advisor for Vietnamese infantry. We were in little bunkers, little teeny bunkers that were outside the air base. We had just been through a big firefight earlier in the first human wave attack, and now we were into a second human wave attack. We had very little ammunition. I actually watched these guys run out of ammunition, the VC come into the bunker, killed them, put their ammunition in our machine guns and started firing on us. Something had to be done. If they could have stayed at that bunker or broke through there, then that would have been an avenue for the human wave attack to get in onto the airbase. I could hear the choppers up overhead. I always carried my own radio. I happened to hear a voice of a pilot that I had worked with many times before. So I kept calling his call sign over and over and over. I finally got his attention. But he could not tell which bunker those VC were in and which one we were in because of all the dust and the dirt and everything. And in this sandbag bunker, it was made just the width of an ammo box for a little slit in the front of it. So I tried telling him, amongst all of this chaos, I couldn't throw my smoke grenade to the correct bunker. I was gonna pop smoke on my own bunker, of which you do not do, okay? At least I was very sure that he acknowledged me. I could hear the gunship coming. He went overhead, he just used his machine guns. And so he asked me if he had the right target. I affirmed that he did. He made his second run, he came over with rockets and they started in. He had a bunch of other choppers come in behind him. Totally blew that bunker. I mean, all it was just a big hole in the ground when they finished. People say, well, how could you do that? Didn't have any choice. When you get out of the service in 1968, it was not a good situation. When we left the barracks, I stepped out the front door and we got pelted with rotten eggs and rotten vegetables, that type of a situation. At that time, the sentiment towards the veterans was starting to get to me. So I had a very hard time for the next probably 10 or 12 years. The advice that I would give a new veteran getting out of the service right now is try to own a home. That's going to have security for you. That's going to be a good investment for you. And you need to have someone like Benchmark who is going to sit down and listen to what you need, what you want, and then they come up with the plans for it. What I've really always done in the past is just, I end up going to the bank. They say, well, this is what it is, take it or leave it. It has never been an easy process for me. I first heard about Benchmark when Bruce had come to a Vietnam Veterans of America meeting. We meet once a month, and he came and did a presentation. I was just amazed at his willingness to take his time to listen to what I needed, because that process had never happened before going to a regular bank. With Benchmark being the one who is looking at all the red tape and the red flags and everything else with VA loans and what you can do and what you can't do, I felt very confident because of the communication that we'd set up with Bruce, that he was taking care of all of that. I didn't have to worry about that. If there was something that came up that I had to know about, he was right on the phone and got in touch with me. Believe me, there is a lot of red tape. There is a lot of just craziness. And Benchmark just totally eliminated all of that. I felt very at ease, and I would recommend any person, veteran or not, okay, to just talk with them. And I think you'll find the same thing that I did, that these are the people that you want to do business with. Benchmark never quit on me.